Welcome back to D Game. This is continuing from the series that we're starting with the basics of being attractive to the opposite sex. So this is going to be the financial, watching out for gold diggers and dating and how it kind of all ties together, right? So we have everybody knows that women all like money. Not saying every woman is a gold digger. I'm not saying that. There is a portion that are out there, and that's what they are. Not every woman is. They, on the other hand, are all born with a shovel. If you get what I'm saying. So they're all looking for it. They're all interested in it. They all want it. It's a very, if to them, it's very important. To us as men, we're looking at looks, uh, and kind of how they operate, things like that. We don't really worry about, whether they got any money or not. We could care less what they really do. Uh, the more money you make, the less you care. But but women, on the other hand, are very, very, very. They're not focused on it. But subconsciously or an element of attraction is: are you stable? Can you maintain yourself? Can you, uh, support them to a certain extent? So when we're talking about financial and stuff, this is going to be the basic idea, just for you can kind of understand what's going on, and it kind of ties with the last two or three videos. There'll be another, about fitness, and we'll get into that. But there's the the basic idea of financials. You don't have to be a freaking millionaire, okay? You don't. It helps. Don't get me wrong, but you don't have to be. You don't have to be this great thing. But whatever you do better at it and focus on that. Even if you're working, let's say for now you're working a dead end job. Something really just average. You're not really happy with it. It's not where you want to be. It's not what you want to be doing. But whatever it is, do your best at it. Focus on it, and then look to the future and plan where you're going to be and what you're going to do, what you would like to be doing, and to where you can actually make some money. Okay, so just for the idea that even if you are not happy with what you're doing, don't just quit and then run around trying to find something. Always have something set up. Always have the, give you 2 weeks. I mean, it's not really like a job tutorial, nothing like that, but have some respect. The more respect you give, the more respect you get. So just understand that when you have uh, doing something, everybody's been there, especially starting out if you're young. It's easy to not like what you do, get bored, be thinking about other things, be distracted, which don't don't get distracted. And women are a huge distraction. So be very cautious of that, and I'll explain why. But so always look to the future. Always going to you're trying to get to the next step, level, next step, whatever it is, whatever you choose that you like to do, and whatever's the best for you. So, like I say, don't always worry about being a millionaire, but a guy that makes 50 grand a year and has everything stable, everything paid for, some money put away, is attractive to the average woman. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Obviously, you always try to get better, but you can't get better until you master kind of what you're doing. Whatever job you're in, do really good at it, focus on it, let it, you know, once you're really, really good at it, then you can move to the next level and things will work out a lot better for you. Because the main idea of it is go back to the gold digger. Gold diggers are out there. Not all women are, like I said, but they are all born with a shovel. They are all very interested in your financial situation success, but they will sabotage it as fast as they possibly can and do some really fuck shit that you don't like, don't want. Okay. So, and then you're the one left broke holding the bag while they're gone with another guy doing the same damn thing. So don't fall into this trap. So gold diggers will, and what I mean by gold diggers, we all know what the real definition is, and they are out there. And don't think for an instant that it's just a thing that, oh, there's only like 10 in the world, man. No, there's like 10% of women. They really, really are. But all are very, very interested. So when you're dealing with a woman, be very, very careful of what she's asking of you and how you approach them. Your general guy, average, you're not real great with women. When you're out, you'll buy drinks. There's nothing wrong with buying a drink. One, but that's after you get to know them. You don't buy a drink for a woman that you don't know and you're trying to get to know unless you guys had, kind of hitting it off and you had 10, 15, 20 minutes of conversation. Because all they're looking for is a free drink. The moment you give them that drink, they're going to talk to you for about 30 seconds. They're going to look at their friend and say, oh, I got to go, whether it's to the bathroom, dance floor, whatever. You're never going to see them again. So don't do that. That is a very, very extremely bad idea. You see it all the time. Guys just don't know, they get it in their head that they're supposed to be appreciative of this or whatever. And yeah, I can kind of understand the mentality behind that, but just understand that women don't care. They don't care about you. They just want something for free. Okay. Then somebody, they use that not only for their benefit of what they receive, but they use it in a female hierarchy kind of way to say, see what I can get these guys to do for me, and that's it's messed up, but it's a female thing. It really is. So, like I said, don't buy drinks. If you're gonna go, if you're gonna go out to a first date, generally guys will ask, or pay. Yeah, the whole asking thing, women are always like, well, if somebody asks me, then they're going to pay, right? But when has a woman ever really came up and asked? The guy is always the one going up to ask. So, of course, that logic is going to put us in the, we have to pay 95% of the time anyway. So, but for first dates, obviously you pay. But you take them somewhere decent, not expensive. Maybe plan a little something, whatever it is. But there's a lot of women out there that are just looking to waste your time, to where they're looking for a free meal. They don't really have any interest in you whatsoever. They just are bored, have nothing going on that night, and they're hungry. They want a free meal. So it's a real thing. You got to honestly pay attention to that kind of stuff. Us, I mean, we really won't go out on a date without somebody that we're actually at least interested in physically. Okay. So then, don't, when you do take them out, make sure it's like a cheap, try to keep something cheap. Maybe ask them for a coffee date during the day, or in the early evening. Something along the lines is real easy to get to know, talk, cheap, doesn't cost you much. and it's still spending time or whatever. If they don't like it, if they expect more, something to be kind of a red flag to be kind of watching for, you take them out to a nice restaurant, but not an expensive fine dining restaurant, and they don't like it, then that's another red flag. Start watching. I mean, as the relationship progresses, yes, you can take them out more and more and more, and do uh, and go to some places or whatever. But that's after certain things are kind of met within a relationship standpoint, that that they're there to be there. They're not just there to be your best friend. Because don't ever be their best friend. It's a waste of time, and they will do anything they can to suck money out of you. So don't ever. There's plenty of things you can do that are cheaper and more entertaining than going out spending 100, $200 on a meal, and you're eating the whole time. Honestly, eating isn't really attractive, at least from my standpoint. Um, and you can't really talk. You're eating, you're ordering, you're paying. There's not a lot of time for that kind of stuff. But you can get a walk in the park. You know, grab ice cream, go for a walk in the park. Grab a drink, go walk for the park. Not alcohol, but and it's a lot more. You know, a lot more interaction, and you guys can actually get to know each other actually, instead of an awkward where you guys are both forced to be there. On a first date, you're both forced to be there. Not forced, but you know what I mean. It's rude if you want to get up and leave, right? If it's not going well, and you want to get up, it's rude. Um, So, like I say, in a park, whatever, you can make up whatever excuse you want. If you're walking in a park, blah, 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 look at your watch. Oh, I got a message. I got to go, whatever the deal is. And she can do the same thing. So it's less awkward, and it opens up to a lot more communication if things do go well. So the things that, you really have to look out for is, don't let them distract you from your mission. What I mean? As a guy, we understand that our financial success, it really ties to who we are. If we're broken our entire life, well, we're broken our entire life. We really don't get a ton of respect from people around us. There's nothing wrong with being broke. We all get it. But at some point, you would expect, especially somebody that is getting more experience and stuff like that, is gonna progress in life and progress through financial success. So uh, that you just have to watch out, and don't let them distract you, because this is the way women play a game, and they will. Let's say you are doing well. You are focused on what you got going on. Uh, you've been killing it at work. You got a great job, good career, whatever you're doing, and then you find a wonderful woman. She's great, and she doesn't really care about your money. Well, yes, she does, because she probably wouldn't have been attracted to you if you was a bum. Okay, so don't ever get that confused. She says she doesn't really care about your money, but then all of a sudden they want to spend a lot more time with you. They want to, oh, why don't you do this, or why can't you come home, or I miss you, and all this stuff, or we need to take trips, we need to go, visit these people, we need more social, you know, interaction, stuff like that, and it's going to take time away from you doing what you do, and being who you are uh, financially. They will play this game until you're completely broke, or struggling. And they will continue to spend and spend and spend and spend. At the same time, they're doing all this. As guys, we try to accommodate that, right? We try to, okay, I get it. I'm at work a lot. Yeah, okay. She's, my girlfriend. I'm dating, whatever. She wants more time. So I take time away from that. We're spending more money, having fun, doing things, and the relationship is great until you're broke, or you finally say, I can't do this anymore because I have to focus on this. And she's going to start being turned off. So don't let them drag you into that. Let yourself be focused on what you're doing. Put some boundaries and things down. I mean, the time that you spend together, make sure it's quality. Make sure you both are happy. You don't need to spend a fortune. And at the same time, if you're focused on your work, you're going to continue to be successful at whatever you do. The hard thing to think about is women come and go. This is the truth. But your money and your financial success is what is going to help you attract the next. So just keep that in mind. If they will literally destroy what you have going on and leave you when they've destroyed it and you're broke to go to another guy that has the same as you did or more, and then you're stuck. For one, she left you. That's devastating. It sucks, especially when you care about somebody. But you also haven't been doing crap to succeed in your career and make more money. So now you need to start from day one or day one of the relationship. And if it was 2 or 3 years, you're 2, 3 years behind where you believe or should be, believe you should be. So just be very well aware of what the dating game, of how women going to operate and how women are going to go about things. These are things like, say, to pay attention to. You watch how they are. If they constantly beg, if they constantly ask, if they constantly suggest, that you should, or never happy with the little things, maybe you should rethink who you're dating, or have a conversation with them and just say, this is not. If this isn't acceptable, then hey, I get it. But either way, you got to lead. You got to be in charge of it. You have to put boundaries and limitations on what's going to happen. Now, if they're just asking for the time that you do spend together, that they want it to be quality, that's a whole different thing. That doesn't mean you have to go out and spend a ton of money. That means whatever time you do have together, you actually spend together. And maybe it's just conversation. Maybe it's just watching a movie, whatever the deal is. But that's cool. There ain't nothing wrong with that. But if they're constantly asking, I need this. Can you take me here to go? Can you buy this? Can you stop here and pick this up for me? Can you, all this? You really have to pay attention to what's going on. So that's the basics for the financial part. So we'll do fitness, and then we'll get into the good stuff. So understand that this is the way it's going to be. Like and subscribe as much as you can. It really helps the algorithm, gets the videos up. Notifications, click those comments. If you have any questions, comments, whatever, I'll read and try to get to them, and maybe have a video of them. So anyway, this is the basics. So hopefully that everything you do is, or this gave you a little bit of insight. Maybe it's things you see or whatever. You're just going to step back. But I don't want to draw this out too long. Catch you guys later. Thanks for stopping by.